Just look at all of these amazing fascia blasting tools. Which one to start with? Don't worry, I'm going to help you with that today. Hi, I'm Timberly from Living Our Priorities, where we help you make time for the things that matter most in the areas of faith, family, and work. Because we believe that prioritizing your health is just as important as prioritizing your relationship with God. As you know, Andre and I fascia blast on a daily basis to help fight against Parkinson's, rheumatoid arthritis, and fibromyalgia. We share our journey over on the blog, but oftentimes we get asked which fascia tool to start with for those that are interested in starting to fascia blast for their health. And I thought I could help you answer those questions by actually showing you all the fascia tools, because I do own all of them, how I use them, and what they're for. That way you can make a better decision. So let's start with some basics. To get the full fascia blasting experience, you need a prep tool, which is a small claw tool. You need a larger claw tool, which is a massaging tool, and you need a refiner, which is a nugget. And thankfully, there is a variety of all of these, so you just pick the one that works best for you. To start out, you want to prep your fascia tissue, and you would use a small claw tool. Now, this is a face blaster. It is the only fascia blaster that is approved for the face. So I use this for my face. If you followed us, you know I use it when I use it to relieve migraines. I follow the upper body tension relief protocol. Feels really good. Only blaster approved for the face. You can use it on your neck. So you can use this blaster, and I do have oil on. I put it on before this video just to save time. You can use it all over, but the only blaster approved for the face. However, this small claw tool comes in a variety of sizes. The new mini paddle blaster, and it has a flesher on the end. Same claw tools as the face blaster, just I'm trying to make sure you could see it from the light. The light is like glaring at it. But anyways, it has 9 of the claws on it. Same thing can be used as a prep, a little too big for the face. I like it because if I want to prep my arms, this covers more area. It also has what we call is a flusher at the end for you to flush the toxins out when you're done blasting. And this can be used everywhere. You can use it on your leg. I like it for the inside of my thigh. It just covers more area. Okay, there is a paddle blaster, which is just like this but bigger, as you can see. This is great. I like to use it to blast my stomach. You can blast your back, so you can prep with the larger to blast your back, even my tush. You can do your legs. But you see, you can get the inside of your thigh. I just think it's easier to use this one. Okay? Now there is one more small claw prep tool, and that is the master blaster. Same as the face blaster, just longer. I like to use this on my traps. You can use it anywhere, but I like to use it on my traps. Now when it's longer, you have better leverage to get in other places. You can also use it for your legs, my calf, the inside of my thigh. So all of them do the same thing. They're just different sizes depending on how you want to use it. Okay, so after you prep, you want to come in with a larger claw tool. Now this one that I'm holding is called the Big Daddy. This is the original fascia blaster, has 4 large claws on it, and this you would use after you prep, okay? But you cannot use this on your face. You only use a face blaster on your face, but you would use this after you prep. Now see this, you can use this. When I started blasting, this was the only blaster she had, so we used it. However, she came out with some smaller products to make it easier. So this is a mini 2, a little easier to hold when you're doing your arms. You can do your neck with it, just don't do your face. You can do your chest, you can do your stomach, you can do the side, you can do your back, but you see you don't get the same leverage as if you use one of the longer ones. This is the Big Daddy. it has 6 claws. So the original has 4, this one has 6. I just want to show you how much easier it is to blast your back with a larger blaster. You just get more leverage, okay? So same thing, you can blast your leg after you prep your calves. But when I'm doing like my arms or something, I like to use the mini 1. It's just 1 claw, but it has a handle, so it actually makes it a little easier to blast. Okay, same thing, you can do your neck, you can do your chest, you can do your stomach. It just doesn't cover as much area. So you want the larger claw tools so that you can cover more area. You can do your leg, you can do your calf. You don't have to bend down as much with the longer handle. Okay, there is another large claw tool. This is the Party Blaster. Let's just keep it real. It's just pretty. I don't really use it. I just like the fact that it's pretty, but to be honest, it does glide a little smoother than the other blasters. I don't know why that is. So sometimes I do use it, but I just like it because it's pretty. Look at all that bling. So cute. Okay, so after you use a small claw tool, and after you use a large claw tool, you want to use a refining tool, which is a nugget. Now, I happen to have 2 of these because I love using the nugget, especially if you suffer from migraines. I will use it a lot on the pressure points up here, and I'll crayon and go around my eyebrow and, you know, go in here, and I can even like poke when you have a migraine and you just want to relieve some pressure. If you have a knot, sometimes I'll work on a knot, and a lot of times I will have Andre, it's called crayoning. So it's kind of like drawing, but I will have him do that to my traps, okay? So this is a nugget. Now, you can get a nugget just like this. I personally like to use a nugget like this because I can hold it like a pen or pencil. It's just a little easier to use on those places where you feel like you have knots. And let me tell you, your knot is not a knot. Muscles don't knot together. It is a fascia adhesion. So you are using the nugget. There's a technique called poke, wiggle, wiggle. So you poke and you wiggle. Poke, wiggle, wiggle, where you have knots, or you crayon, which is like just simply crayoning. Okay, so you can do it in a nugget, or if you have the mini 1, there is a nugget on the end. Same thing. And actually this is a little easier if you're doing it on your traps because you have some other leverage. If you are blasting your feet with the mini 1, then you just turn it and you can use the nugget. Okay, the mini 2, which is this one, also has the nugget on both ends. Now, the reason there's 2 different ones, a lot of people didn't realize this, there's like a flat head and then a pointy edge. On the mini 2, you actually get both of those on each end. So this can be all encompassing. If you want a large claw tool with the nugget and you don't want to buy 2 things, you can just get this and that will do the trick. Okay, let's see. Where's the face blaster? Okay, so prep tool, if you can only buy one, say you can only buy one blaster, I'd say get a face blaster because it's the only blaster that is approved for your face, but you can still use it everywhere. Then when you are ready to add a larger claw tool, if you can only get one, then I would say get the mini 2 because you will get the larger claw the larger claws as well as the nugget. These are extenders if you need to get more leverage on one of your tools that have a handle. So for instance, if you have the original blaster, you can add this extender to it. I'm going to show you. So you just add any tool that has a handle, you can add this, which makes it it gives you a little bit more leverage. Do I have it? Make sure. I want my handles going the opposite direction. Okay, there we go. So this gives you like where you can get, your whole back. Okay, it gives you a little bit more leverage. But I want to show you what I use the extenders for. I don't use it on these larger claw tools because I feel that I get plenty of leverage with them. But what I do like to use it for is on my mini one, because sometimes if Andre is not around to nugget my traps for me, I will just nugget them myself. And I will use the extender to do that, where I can crayon my traps. I can't see from here, but anyways, I can do the poke, wiggle, wiggle, and I can crayon my traps. One of the new blasters that I started using is the mini paddle. And that blaster, can't get this off, this has actually worked really great with this as well, because it has that. I can put it on and do my traps. My traps is my problem area. So those are the extenders. So there you go. Remember, you need a prep tool, you need a large claw tool, no matter which one it is, and you need a nugget. Having a prep, a large claw tool, and a nugget will let you experience the full fascia blasting experience. So I hope that helps.